Hello students, have a great day. Welcome back to our online session. In previous lecture, we will learn the pre-space management technique. Today we are going to discuss what is the virtual memory and where it is used. Before moving further, just recall the previous points, that is the free space management technique. The techniques which are used for the management of free space in memory is known as free space management. There are two types of free space management techniques, that is bitmap and second is linked list. In a bitmap method, the operating system maintains one bit for each chunk. If the chunk of memory is allocated, the bitmap associated with the value 1, and if the chunk of memory is free, then the bitmap associated with the value 0. For example, here it is a layout of memory, it having a 16-bit data 0 to 15, and it is allocated its status. If the memory space or memory chunk is allocated, then it is represented by 1, and if memory chunk is free, then it is denoted by 0. And finally, the string is created like this, that is 0 0 0 means first three chunks are free, so that's why it is denoted by 0, and after that two chunks are allocated, so it is represented by 1 1. Likewise continue up to the 16th data. Next, that is a linked list. In a linked list, a record is created for each variable partition. Each record maintains the information like status, which is allocated or free. If allocated, then it denoted by A, and if memory is free, it is denoted by F. Second, starting chunk number, then number of chunks, and fourth, it is a pointer to the next entry. From this figure, the first record, it contains F, it means it is free, and starting number is 0 and 4 chunks are used. Next, it is denoted to the next node, that is the pointer. In this node, A is denoted by the memory is allocated, its starting chunk number is 4, and next 3 indicates that 3 chunks are allocated, that means 4 5 6. So in same manner all the nodes are denoted. Linked lists are fast for allocation while they are slow for deallocation. Today we are going to discuss what is the virtual memory. Virtual memory. In contiguous and non-contiguous memory, it is not possible to execute a program which is larger than the physical memory. To overcome this problem, virtual memory came into introduce. That means a computer can address more memory than amount of physically installed on the system. This extra memory is called as a virtual memory. It is a section of hard disk that's set up to eliminate the computer's RAM. The virtual memory, it have two purposes. First, it allows us to extend the use of physical memory by using disk, and second, it allows us to have memory protection because each virtual address is translated to a physical address. Virtual memory can execute a program which is many times larger than the physical memory. Virtual memory can be implemented using paging, segmentation, or combined system, but the most common is virtual memory using by the paging. It is a technique that is implemented using the hardware as well as software system. It maps memory addresses used by a program called virtual addresses into physical addresses in computer memory. All memory references within a process are logical addresses that are dynamically translated into physical addresses at the runtime. A process may be broken into number of pieces, and these pieces need not be continuously located in the main memory during the execution. The combination of dynamic runtime address translation and the use of frame or segment table permit this. The virtual memory is the memory generated from physical memory device like disk when less amount of memory is available. Virtual memory is the separation of user logical memory from its physical memory. In virtual memory, using paging, initially only the most important pages which are responsible for starting the execution of program are loaded into the memory. The process starts execution with only part of the process image in the memory. When some new pages is demanded which is not available in memory, then page fault occurs. The operating system locates that page on the disk and load it in the memory. This is called as the demand paging. If all the physical page frames are fully occupied and at the time a new page is to be brought in the memory, then at this stage some existing page has to be replaced by bringing a new page in the memory. Which page should be replaced is decided by the page replacement policies. Means it uses the number of algorithms, that is the page replacement algorithms, like first in first out, least recently used, and not recently used. These are the some algorithms decide which page should be replaced to bring the new page in the memory. The main visible advantage of this scheme is that program can be larger than the physical memory. The virtual memory are introduced by the situation like user written error handling routines are used only when an error occurred in the data or computation. It shows the virtual memory diagram. In this, the virtual addresses, which is logical addresses, it is the physical addresses with these addresses which is on the main memory, and next that is the secondary storage. The virtual addresses is mapped to the secondary storage and then assigned to the physical addresses. Then the advantages of virtual memory. First, that is the more processes may be maintained in the main memory, because we are going to load only some of the pages of any particular processes. There is a room of more processes. This leads to more efficient utilization of processor, because it is more likely that at least one of the more numerous processes will be in the ready state at any particular time. Second advantage is a process may be larger than all of main memory. One of the most fundamental restriction in programming is lifted. A process larger than the main memory can be executed because of demand paging. The operating system itself loads pages of a process in main memory as required. Next, it allows greater multiprogramming levels by using less of the available memory for each processes. These are the some advantages of virtual memory. Thank you.